So far, Motorola has done a good job of hitting the market pretty spot on with their different level phones when it comes to high, low, and mid-range devices. But when it comes to the mid-range option, their offer is the Moto Z Play. A phone with a battery that lasts until you forget what charging is and how to use it. It boasts a 3510 mAh battery that won't let you down, but we'll get into that soon. But for now, I'm Andrew with Your Tech Explained, and this is the video review for the Moto Z Play. Considerably better looking than the Moto Z and Z Force in my opinion, the Moto Z Play looks fantastic. It has a silver metal edging that pops a good amount, and the curved glass has a nice steady incline that goes over the edge of the screen and flows right on top of it. Now here's where I should mention that the screen is glass rather than the shatterproof display on the Z Force, but it's not a Quad HD display, which isn't as apparent as you'd think. The display is still gorgeous. Something else hardware related is that unlike the Z Force, the Play has an audio jack, which might be an awesome thing for those who hate the idea of connecting to an adapter. Now, I don't mind either way, but it's nice to see they're still sticking to the traditional way for the time being. The reason the phone is middle tier is because it houses a Snapdragon 625 with 3 gigs of RAM. It isn't supposed to be the most powerful phone out there when it comes to performance, but it gets the job done. In all my use of the Z Play, I never had any performance issues. In fact, I'd say that the Z Play runs almost as smoothly as the Z Force. Overall performance is solid, but the most important thing about this phone is the battery life. It's pretty insane. The 3510 mAh battery lasts for a really long time. First off, doze helps it a lot, but in idle mode I didn't have to charge it for a good 4 or 5 days, with minimal use of course, but even minimal use includes some picture taking and music streaming. And with heavy use, the Play lasts for a really long time, way over a day at least. That makes it the perfect phone of the Z line to pair with a heavy use mod. Now, the projector mod relies on its own battery to power itself, but mods like the Hasselblad camera mod rely on the phone's battery. Speaking of, we got a little time to test out the Hasselblad camera mod, which was a little underwhelming to say the least. You'd think that a third-party camera would take some amazing photos, but from the test shots I took under various circumstances, they didn't look that much better than the pictures taken from the Play itself. The main feature of the Hasselblad camera mod is the optical zoom capabilities. It has a 10 times optical zoom, which is pretty neat and it retains image quality, but that's not necessarily worth the $300 price tag. But don't let that take away from the Play, because it's a pretty great phone. Now, for the rest of the phone, it's basically the same as with the Moto Z and the Z Force. The only difference is the amazing battery, the different metal body, and the slightly less beefy specs. So if you want to know more about the Z line, go ahead and check out our video review for the Moto Z Force. So thanks for watching, and subscribe for more weekly. We'll see you next time on Your Tech Explained.